Back in 1997 in Kuwait, there used to be a famous singer called Noor Aliqaqa. She used to perform music for weddings, for other venues, and it was pretty common for her to receive calls asking her to perform in various places. One day she got a call from a stranger asking her if she would be willing to perform at his daughter's wedding, and since it was pretty common, she said yes, and they gave her the address, and she said that she and her group will meet him there. Now, it's fairly common in a lot of countries for weddings to be held in people's own houses, so this was no big deal for her. On the day of the wedding, she went to the address given to her, and it was a big mansion outside the city in the middle of nowhere, which once again was very common. She arrived around 10 p.m. and she was greeted by the person who called her at the gates. By 10:30, the band started performing and the guests soon started arriving slowly. Now by 11:30, they started noticing something strange. The guests who were dancing and the way they were moving, they were not very normal. The way they danced, the way they moved, it wasn't normal. It was very, very creepy. But the band just kept playing. Some of the guests came and spoke to Nora and her group during breaks, and they noticed that their skin was really, really hot. Now, once again, they shrugged it off being very normal because it was very hot weather at the time. But around midnight, things got downright scary. The people in the room started dancing more aggressively. That's when they noticed that they did not have feet. Instead of feet, they had hooves like goats. Nora began to shake, and so did her entire group. Nora kept calm and she told her groupmates to continue playing as she did not want to make the other people out there aware of what they found out. But by this time, her groupmates were all terrified. They were either ready to run or they were ready to pass out right there and then. Even though pretty much fearing for their lives, they kept playing, and around 3 o'clock, something weird happened. Right at 3 o'clock, everything just went dark. They could not hear the people anymore, they could not see anything, and the temperature suddenly went from being hot to very, very cold instantly. The group took it as a sign to run away, and that's exactly what they did. They all managed to escape with their lives, and later they found out that the place that they performed in has been abandoned for over 10 years. So the locals started believing that she went and performed at a Djinn wedding. But there's always critics who said that she did it just because of fame and fortune, but she never performed again after that day. That was the last time Nora or her group performed, and they retired from singing after this event.